Hi everybody, you're listening to the Hisessions Hawaii podcast where we talk about everything local and beyond. I'm John Yamasato, your host, and joining me today is Kyle Shimabukuro.
How's it?
Devon Nekoba. Before we begin, let me remind our listeners of all the ways they can stay in touch with the channel. They can go to Facebook, Instagram, and X, all at Hisessions. Now, here's the rub. We have been locked out of our SoundCloud account.
Still.
And it's a problem. So I apologize to any of you who listen to the podcast on audio. Right now, you can only hear the podcast on YouTube and our Patreon.
How about iTunes?
No, because that SoundCloud, it distributes out to all the audio.
Oh, dude.
So we're not on iTunes. We're not on Apple Podcasts. We're anything audio. We're not there.
So instead of 20 listeners, we're going to have like 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. So it's coming to the point where either we have to, because SoundCloud's terrible. Let me just put it that way. The customer service horrible. So I can't get into the account, and no one's getting back to me. So I don't know if I'm going to start a new service.
So we're going to be at 0 again?
Yeah, we still start from 0. But the other thing that has been a tough egg to crack is we haven't been able to get on Spotify because the SoundCloud service that gets you on Spotify has been screwed up or something like that. So if we start anew on audio, then we could probably get on Spotify. I would just go through a different distributor. Or maybe they get back to me and I can settle this thing out, but it's a mess.
I don't know, but Dylan's going to get up and leave right now. It's like nobody's going to listen to this podcast. It's like, what am I doing here?
Oh, we're talking with a guy with followers, so he can help us get.
That's what I'm saying. But they cannot even watch or listen.
YouTube. We'll be on YouTube.
We'll be on YouTube, yeah.
At some point
Link
in
in the
time,
bio,
Dylan,
link in the
and
bio.
other people, when you have your first child, we will be able to play this podcast.
Yeah, so maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe Dylan can actually help me. Because he probably knows something about SoundCloud.
He must have more stuff because he set up all these other extra things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch him? It was amazing.
Yeah. So anyway, sorry to those who listen on audio, but yeah, right now you're out. So that's why we
But
haven't.
look at it this way: you'll have so many more pods to catch up on.
That's right.
When you finally get to
Nick
listen.
last week, and now Dylan's going to be, unfortunately. But anyway. I'd like to thank Kupu Kupu Landscaping, landscape architects. You can call Kevin Yokomura, 808-722-8685 for a free estimate, or go to kupukupulandscaping.com. I was out in Pearl City yesterday and saw a Kupu Kupu street. Thought, Kevin should steal that sign. Go to Fort Ruger Market. I had the Rugerlicious today. So did Kyle. We both broke our ahi diet and had some poke. It was very good. And then you had a different poke out. Do you know what kind that was?
No.
I don't know, but that thing was
That
good.
was good, yeah?
It was really, really good.
It's like a spicy
Ahi.
It's like a spicy ahi. It's
yeah,
basically
it's
spicy.
semi-spicy.
Had the
ahi.
regular and then had the spicy. Had the kick.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
good, man.
yeah.
Kick.
So
Dylan can't stop eating.
check it out.
I'll
Fort Ruger
probably
Market.
eat some more after. Too, so.
Well, we let you take that home.
Dillon Pakele style.
Yeah.
They should.
Yeah.
Pakele style.
Yeah, Pakele style. Nice.
Okay.
Pakele poke.
And of course, go to Olelo Online, Kaliko Beamer Trap, oleloonline.com if you want to learn Hawaiian language remotely. Okay.
We're going to have him on soon as well.
Yeah, he's coming on next week, so got him there. Okay, our special guest today is Mr. Dillon Pakele. Dillon is originally from Big Island.
I was
Or
born in
Hawaii.
Waimea.
Born
and
in
then I
Waimea.
moved to Oahu at about 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah, so he's he can claim both. I guess.
In both.
Don't worry. Big Island going to claim you. No
Yeah,
matter what.
yeah.
They always claim.
He's a local musician here, writes his own stuff. Good stuff, I should say.
Mhm.
And Dillon, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you guys for having me here. It's
And
it's
apparently a
honor to be here.
Raiders fan.
I am.
If you're just listening, he is wearing
Raiders.
almost head to toe
I'm
Raiders.
just gonna call it right now. Super Bowl 2026. Nah. Hey, free Max Crosby State. Nah.
So you've been to the stadium already?
We have. We
Must
actually
be unreal sitting in that thing during a game. Huh?
We've been there not for a game. The reason why we've been there is my father. He passed away in 2020.
Yeah.
Long story short, he was a diehard Raiders fan. I'm actually not a lifelong Raiders fan.
Okay.
I was a Falcons fan before.
Okay.
When my father passed away, I decided to
You had to
become a
carry
Raiders
that
fan
torch,
for
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
But going back to the stadium, right before he passed in May of 2020, on April 3rd for his birthday, we actually got him a brick that's at the stadium.
Wow.
Oh,
So
that's
we
cool.
did a tour at the stadium, and we ended up going to see the brick as well. Yeah.
Where was the brick located?
It's in front of the store, the merch store. They have like a whole bunch of bricks out there. It's literally right there in front of the store.
That's
cool,
We have a
man.
picture. Maybe we can send a picture. You can throw them over the clip.
Yeah.
So so your father's Dillon Pakele,
Yes.
famous singer here, great guy. I've met him a few times. Didn't get to know him as well as I wish I did, but had some great songs. And was he the one who taught you how to get into you play music?
Honestly, subconsciously, I think through my whole life, my dad kind of showed us music, but he never forced us to play. And I think that was the thing that actually drew me to music. I actually didn't start playing music till I went to college.
Wow.
When I went to college, I went to school in Nebraska. In Nebraska. Talk about cold, bruh.
That will shove you into all things Hawaiian very
Yeah.
quickly.
And as soon as I got up there, one of the things that I realized is that not everybody sang, especially guys. And it's like, wait, in Hawaii, everybody has a ukulele and they sing. And so for me, it wasn't a popular thing for guys to sing. And I was like, bro, when you're in Hawaii, that's the thing. You know, if you sing, you're the guy, you know?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it's just a different. So for me, I wanted to show, wait, what? That's where the aloha comes from. It's through our music and, you know?
For sure.
And I think that's what ultimately really started it for me. It was like, wow, wait, the world's not like this. Like everywhere else is different. It was a culture shock for me.
Not to mention all the potatoes.
The potatoes,
And
the corn.
And the just fields and fields of
Did you
nothing
gain
for
weight when you was
miles
up there?
and miles.
Oh, I actually got skinnier because I
really?
missed the food.
Yeah.
It was good. They had like ribs and, you know, but I missed my Hawaiian local plate. You know what I mean? My kalua pig.
Yeah, because there's nothing
Lomi
out there that
salmon.
compares with it, right?
Nah, no, there's no food in the world that compares to our food here. Yeah, like the poke we just had.
So what made you decide to go to Nebraska? I'm sorry. So, born Waimea, you guys moved here when you were 3.
Yeah.
And then where did you end up going to like school and stuff?
So I ended up going to school. I'm a Kapolei boy for life.
Nice.
Okay.
707 on top. Let's go.
Yeah.
Kapolei, I graduated 2016, and after that I took a year break, kind of worked a little bit. Then I ended up going to school in Nebraska to try and play basketball. And,
okay.
well, there's other side reasons as well, but I ended up going up there to play basketball. I walked onto the team. Things didn't end up working out the way that I wanted it to. And long story short, I had to kind of figure out what I was going to do there because I wasn't playing basketball anymore. So I was like, okay, I don't know. I'm still going to go up the next semester and spend another semester there because I wanted to. And I actually found somebody up there in the studio. In the dorm rooms that had a studio. And we just make like rap music. Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
No way. That's where you started?
I started like in rap / R&B. Like we kind of just were doing a bunch of different tracks, and it was through that time. Shout out to Micah, my boy. He's up in Nebraska, but he was the one that like kind of showed me a bunch of things, how the studio works, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, oh, this is what my dad does back in Hawaii. I never really been to the studio with my dad like that, you know, like that. And so for me, it was like finding it on my own is what drew me.
What was your
to music.
rap name?
Yeah, I'm not even honestly.
Mom's laughing.
I'm not-
Mom is in the room with us and she's laughing very, very
she's
hard
cringing.
right now.
I don't even have a rap name. I'm not even gonna go into that because she's definitely gonna be like, but it's just nowhere to be found now. That's my thing.
That's the main thing. Is nobody remembers what it is.
DJ ain't nowhere to be found.
But it was through that process for me that like being away from home brought me closer to music.
Oh, yeah.
And so when I was up there doing music, at one point I was like, wait, why am I doing music up here when my dad does music back home?
Yeah.
Like this doesn't make any sense. So then by the end of the last semester, the second semester, we ended up coming back home and we actually started recording a track. It wasn't immediately, but we took the process to get there.
So while you're up in Nebraska, how did you learn what instrument? Your guitar?
I didn't actually learn instruments. It was more the guy was producing stuff and I would write to whatever he just gave me.
Oh, okay.
Whether it was tracks he found on YouTube or whatever he ended up making. I discovered that my love for songwriting grew there. I mean, I always like kind of wrote stuff before, but I never like talked to anybody about it. Just kind of to myself. And then that was when I like, oh wow, I really like this. And then I started to write more and more things, and we ended up doing like, we actually like recorded songs. We did like an album release party up there in college.
Wow.
And will we ever hear those tracks again? Probably not. But the thing is like through that process and doing it on my own, it made me realize like that's what I want to do. Instead of like my dad being like, oh no, you got to do this or you got to do. Like,
Well, you said he never
you know?
pushed you. So where, like, where? How did you explain to him that you were doing this?
He heard the music.
Really?
I don't know if it was necessarily like, oh, I know my mom, she actually heard it too, and she was like, what the heck? It was rap music, right? You know, like, what are you doing? You know? Even my dad too.
Was
But
it
there was a couple
Like
songs.
hardcore
Was it-
rap?
yeah, was it
kind, or
hardcore
Like
rap?
hardcore rap. I would do more of the singing hooks, and then we'd
Oh,
have
okay.
the basketball team would come in and do rap parts. Nobody was like official artists. They just
okay.
were like, it was a way to kind of connect.
Kind of, yeah,
All the
team
basketball
bonding.
players would come in
that
and be
must
like,
be
oh, wow,
that's
I
been
like
a lot of
throwing
fun
verse.
though, right?
Oh, yeah. It was like, honestly, it's what started my love for the studio.
Yeah, that must be
The fun of it. To me, at the end of
Yeah.
the day, it's like you have to have fun. You're
Yeah.
going to feel that in the track. And that's where it started. Even though it didn't sound all that professional, I was like, hey, bro, we go write this verse, or you write this verse. Okay, I'll do the singing hook. And like seeing that whole process come together was really like awesome. That's what made me fall in love with it.
And how did they, I guess, translate what you were saying? Because even as you're talking right now, I hear the pigeon coming out, right? So, because
Yeah.
when I went to school, at Gonzaga, and
Yeah.
when you're in Spokane, it's like 99% white people.
Yeah.
So people don't understand what the hell we're talking about. So
Yeah.
I can only imagine what it's like in Nebraska, dude.
I feel like when you start to hang around certain people, your brain will start to like shift
Yeah.
on like how you're supposed to talk. And at first it's kind of hard to like shift it,
Yeah.
but eventually it's kind of second nature. So when I'm around certain people, I'm like, oh, I gotta talk like this.
Okay.
So I
So
can
you do the
kind of
code
shift.
switching. You do the
Yeah,
code
now
switching.
I feel the local presence right now, so
Yeah.
I can turn that
Turn 'em
on.
on.
But then when I
Nice.
get like family visiting from like from US or well, we are in the US, but like anyways,
From the
But-
continent.
from the
Mainland
continent,
yes,
right?
yes.
So from the continent, then it's like oh, I gotta switch to talking like
So wait,
this.
you have family up on the continent as well?
Oh, we got family everywhere. But you know Hawaii it is. It's
Pakele,
like
man.
blood.
That sounds like a pretty. I know a lot of Pakeles, so it's got to be a big family, right?
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
get Pakeles is from my dad's side, and then my other side is my mom's side. It's just Hui Huis. Hui Huis.
okay.
That's big.
And then
There you go.
Hui Huis, Pakeles, and then my Samoan side is Fuyavas.
Wow.
Yeah. And then my other grandma, I actually have Syrian blood too.
Oh.
My other last name, correct me if I'm wrong, is Haddad, right? It's Haddad. I get Syrian blood. Yeah.
By the way, you might be related to me. through
Yeah?
Marriage.
Wait, true. What? Wait, which
Because
out of the four? Which one?
my aunt is Donna Hui Hui.
What?
And she married Glenn Nekoba, my uncle.
Any names?
So
She's the one. Right
and
here.
all Big Island. So that would be weird.
Okay, so after this
cool.
podcast, we're gonna go to the genealogy website, or we're gonna go to the Mormon temple.
We're gonna
and we're
BYU
look
and
up-
ask
Nah,
them what's up. But yeah, so I mean, and Hui Hui, they're everywhere. That's a huge family as well. So
That's
Ah,
traumatizing
that's
to
cool.
think that Devon could be your uncle.
I know.
Hey,
right.
what's up?
He calls me uncle anyway, so it kind of doesn't matter. I was gonna tell you the other day. I got an extra hot dog on a stick. Thank you, by the way, to hot dog on a stick from Kaneohe.
Oh, bro.
They gave me the
the
extra.
one at the mall, the one in the
yeah,
corner.
yeah.
Oh,
And the girl when she handed it to me, she goes, "No worry, uncle, I got you." And I realized she's not flirting. I'm just the old guy, and she's trying to help me out and be nice and
Well,
give
she
me.
probably looked at you and said, "One not gonna be enough. I gotta give you."
Yeah, and that's probably it. She goes, uncle, it's okay. It's a little bit small, so we give you an extra one. I went, oh, that's so nice. Yeah, you're not trying to flirt with me. You're just trying to help
No,
out the
those
old
days are
man.
over,
So,
bro. Those
yeah,
days are
yeah.
long
Not that
gone,
I ever
Devin.
had
Long
those
gone.
days, but it's just like, damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right there with you guys, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. But so your interest in music and guiding you to that, obviously your dad played a large role in it, and a lot of it happened actually when you came back. So was dad a little bit thinking, all right, wow, this is quite a change in attitude from where you were at as far as leaving for college, and then you come back, you're like, Dad, I like to learn Hawaiian music. I want to learn how to do what you do. Was he? Did he just embrace it and say okay? Because I remember there'd be gigs from an out company or whatever, and like he said, "Hey, my boy gonna come up," and I'm thinking, his like 12-year-old son is going to get up on stage, and you're like 20 something years old. I'm thinking, oh shit. Okay, no, he's an adult. Never mind. But his obvious pride in you and the fact that you were trying to do it was really evident, and the fact that he brought you up knowing how good you were and people had no idea was really cool. But I mean, you seem to have grown exponentially from the time that you started to now. And what do you attribute to that?
I think for me, that going back to your question, that question that you had, you said, I was trying to go back to what did you say in the very beginning of the phrase?
Just your dad's engagement in your
once he knew that you were
once he knew that you were interested, right?
Yes.
He didn't just go,
I'll let you finish that, and then I have a question.
Okay. I think once he's seen the spark, that ignited his spark as well. So once he's seen that, like, oh wait, we want to do this. I think he was always waiting for it to happen, but like he didn't want to force it. So once he's seen it, then that was like, oh wait, my son wants to do this, or my daughter, my sister Kamale, she was also doing music as well. And so once he's seen that we both wanted to do it, then it was like, wait, hold on, okay, we're gonna
so that's this. When Devon saw you get caught up on stage and all that. You were already into the music.
We're actually, so 2018 is when I came back from college. We started recording, and then Dad started doing a gig at Moani's in Kapolei. And it was, believe it or not, it was his first time ever playing solo. Just with him and his guitar in like 2019. He always played with a band.
Yeah.
So the reason why he took the gig was, I think it was good for him to grow as an artist like that, because you would think that he could do that, right? But he never did. But the main reason why he took it was so that we could go up on the stage with him and start practicing and singing together. Wow. And we formed a group called Pakele Mele. Pakele Mele was our family band. And that was the start of that. So the goal, I know his vision now that I look back, is like Pakele Mele, he wanted it to be a family band. But Moani's was going to be that place where we start growing it. You know, we need to get reps.
Sure.
You know, me, I only sang like 3 songs, like, for a long time, because I just stuck. I was very
What was the 3 songs?
In case you didn't know, Rhythm of the Falling Rain, Banana Pancakes. Like, I sang that constantly. I was a box before, so I just stay in that box.
Devon does No Diggity.
Oh, what? No Diggity.
That's his
no
claim to fame.
Thanks for that, John. Anyway, not talking about me. And I think it's one of the cool things about, and I apologize that we bring up your dad a lot, but he had such an amazing influence in the music of this area. I think not just Ehukai, and then moving to Mana'o, and then showing I think being in Mana'o really showed the depth and the breadth of the music knowledge that he had, because he would, Mana'o was all over the place, man. They're doing Hawaiian music, they're doing reggae music, they're doing soul music, they're doing everything. On top of which your dad was writing stuff as well. So for him to then decide to strike out on his own and then include his kids is really cool. But I know, I don't know, that's just a wild family thing to be a part of, and then to be able to strike out on your own and do it. And then as a dad myself, right, to see that your son can actually write music that, people would actually listen to. And it's not,
I think that's like one of the hardest things for me is like, Dad he never got to like, he heard the process of me like starting to record stuff. We set up a little studio in the room. We recorded some stuff together. But by the time my first song came out, Dad passed already. So Dad never got to hear like the fruit of what he was working towards.
Oh, I'm sure he's hearing it.
Yeah.
No. 100%. I agree. I think I just wish he got to like see it happen here. But I know he's up there.
Yeah.
He's in heaven and he's listening. I know he is. But I know you had a question. What was your question?
He forget already.
You gotta understand.
I think you answered it because
Okay.
I was wondering the time frame when you came back and then when you're getting invited on stage. I was wondering like, you can call me on stage. I'm not like this doing this kind of stuff, or were you like, hey, I'm in it now. You can call me on stage. You know, like
It was like I can't remember exactly what happened. All I knew is like Kamale, my sister was the main singer. Like she could sing with my dad very well. They had a good chemistry. I was trying to figure out, okay, how do I fit into this? Because I didn't really sing harmony. I didn't know how to play an instrument just yet, so I was playing cajon. So that would be the way that I contribute. I didn't sing harmony, so like I would sing my 3 songs and then I would get off the stage. But then I was like, wait, I want to be up there the whole time.
Yeah.
So like I started playing cajon so that I had a reason to be up there. So like it was cajon, and then eventually I'd sing the 3 songs, and then I tried to do harmony, but I was like a box, so I didn't want to like figure it out.
So when did you learn the guitar?
Guitar was after my dad passed. So in 2020,
Whoa.
May 2020, he
You're a
passed.
very good player for so quickly learning.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was really like COVID. When COVID happened, it was like, what do
What
we
are you gonna do?
There's
Yeah.
nothing to
Yeah.
do. And it's like dad passed in the heart of it. So it's like, you know, when somebody passes, like there's just like a void in your heart.
Yep.
And then you want to like fill it, right? And so playing music or trying to figure out how to do it. My main goal was that like I wanted to continue dad's music, whether it was with my sister, my brother, like however, to what capacity. I didn't want the music to die there.
So you're on lockdown in COVID. You pick up a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
What do? You watch YouTube?
YouTube University.
No way.
That is awesome.
YouTube. For me, I can't say that I know like the number system and all the different things. But for me, I just took it song to song. And like, okay, if this was a song that dad sang, whether it was YouTube or just looking at songs that dad was playing, I'm like, okay, he's holding this, he's holding this. Okay, that's it. So I had to kind of just figure out song to song.
What was the first song you learned?
I think, well, I'd say Molokai Slide is definitely
I think
the one
That
that
was going to be my song. Yeah. I was like, okay.
for me, it was like what out of all the songs that speaks to me, Molokai Slide to me is like the one that I always wanted to make sure that we sing because it reminds me of dad the most.
Yeah.
And so for me, that was probably the one that I would play the most, and that's kind of what I started learning, and then going into everything else.
Do you know the history of that song?
There's a
Because
lot.
there's a lot to it, you know.
We actually flew up to Molokai recently to
Oh,
kind of talk
really?
story with the family, and that was actually a part of the whole process of that song. Actually, Dad, this is where my mother is the best explainer of these things, but I'm gonna try my best. I'm probably gonna get the eye on the side.
Don't call me up, boy.
Maybe I'll actually save this story for her to mention, but their dad is definitely very connected to this story with Molokai
Yeah,
Slide.
okay.
And
Yeah.
yes,
'Cause
maybe
I-
we'll segue into that.
I
at some
think it.
point.
I mean, what year did that song come out? 90.
97 was the when they won the year I was born is when they won the Hokus for it.
Okay. So that's 90. So it must have come out in 96 or something.
96,
Like
97.
that. Okay, in like 1994, I think I heard that someone play that song on Oahu for the first time, and I'm like, oh, that is a good song. Like that's a hit, you know. And
That
then
would be FM 100, by the way.
and
You saw it live?
no, yeah, someone's at my house and they played it.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, that's a good song. And then he's like, oh, yeah, this some people from Molokai wrote this song or something like that. I'm like, oh, man. So in my head, I'm like, we should try to figure out we could record that thing, you know? And then a couple years later, it came out on that. So I'm like, oh, there it went. Yeah, so it was like popping around for a few years before it actually hit the airwaves. Yeah. And then, you know, Lopaka's from Molokai, so he knew
Yes.
about it.
What is the group that he plays with again? Or he used to play with? It's a Molokai group. Shucks.
Oh, I thought you were talking. I thought you were making a
Lopaka.
joke about Pure Heart.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you
Pure Heart.
trying to say?
No, Pure Heart. That's what I was like. Because
Yeah.
I remember having talks with him about it, and he was like saying like how special that song is to him. Lopaka.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, that song, I know that it has some kind of story to it because I heard it years before it ever was released. You know, whatever. But yeah, it's one of those songs like as soon as you hear it, you're like, oh, that's a good song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, okay.
Are we trying to?
Are we gonna sing it? Oh, all right.
Well, we can, but I
can.
was thinking, are we trying to drag Mama
No,
here to tell the
You know,
story?
no.
or-
Maybe we should.
I would love to hear the history of that
It'd be
song.
good. I think
Yeah.
you should. Okay. So this is my mother, Lisa Pakele. We're gonna bring her on because for me, this is a very important story to share, and I don't want to get it wrong. And I feel like I know, but I just like get them right. So maybe we can bring my mom.
Yes,
Come on.
yes.
We'll do a little
For sure.
switcheroo real quick. Yeah, let's do this.
All
Welcome
right.
to the stage, Lisa Pakele.
Okay. Just tell us the story of the Molokai slide, because I know that there is one, but I've never heard it.
So I'll do the best that I can
Okay,
with
yeah,
what
okay.
I know,
Yeah,
because
this
we were
is-
just dating at the time. And so
Okay.
I'm from Honolulu, from Waimanalo. My ohana's from Waimanalo. But I graduated from Kamehameha and I went to Hilo for college.
Okay.
So that's where we met at our first house party. So I heard the song as well through college at UH Hilo. And that's where it was circulating around in Hilo. And so it was everywhere in Hilo. And so when Kalana was playing with Ehukai and they wanted to record it, one of my best friends was getting married to the brother in the Helm family, Mike Helm. And she was graduating and the dad was flying down. Uncle Larry Helm was flying
Oh,
down
okay,
for the
okay.
graduation, for her graduation. And when Kalana knew we were still dating, when he knew we were going to the party, he's like, I'm going to ask Uncle Larry to record the song. And I was like, not at her graduation party. Kalana's no is not a thing in his dictionary. So, of course, he asked. And Uncle Larry wanted to know, he said, boy, if you're going to record, you have to come to Molokai. And you got to learn and be here with us. And so he went with Mike, my friend's soon-to-be husband. They ended up getting married. So he flew to Molokai and Mike introduced him to like everybody and the ohana up there, Helm Ohana. And Uncle Larry blessed him with the song. So the song was, Uncle Larry had the wagon ride, and there was a man who went on the wagon ride from, I want to say Canada, but don't mark my words on it.
Okay.
And he wrote the song, and he gifted the song to Uncle Larry.
Oh, wow.
And so that's why Kalana was asking Uncle Larry for permission to do the song, because it was a gift to Uncle Larry for the wagon ride that the guy was on. So it was
Oh.
somebody from Canada. I'm pretty sure Canada, that wrote the song.
Wow.
Yeah,
wild.
It's crazy. And so Kalana, they just wanted to record it because they loved the song.
Yeah.
Hilo loved the song. Nobody knew that it would,
Become what it was, yeah.
yeah, that when it hit, that it
So
would
he wrote
hit.
the song, but the melody came through.
So then they, the version that was recorded was what Ehukai breathed into the song.
Okay.
That was their, I guess you can say, composing of the song to
Yeah.
release on that CD, Ehukai's first CD. And so when we went to the Hokus, they were just on cloud nine to even have recorded and even be, nominated was a huge thing for a Hilo boy or a Hilo.
Well, and then that year was also island style, right?
Yes.
So it's Molokai slide against island style
Yeah.
for the Hoku.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about two iconic songs. right?
Hands down,
Iconic,
you wouldn't
yeah.
think they never expected to win. They were
Yeah.
just honored to even be. They just wanted to play music, and just.
Were you married by then?
We did. We were because we got married. I graduated from college. He didn't.
But he got a
And-
wife out of the deal, so
Right.
it's all good.
So,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
they
I
got
think he's
they
fine.
got nominated. They won in '97 May, and we got married in February of '97.
Wow.
Wow.
Can you imagine that stacked Hoku during that time?
Dude,
It
it's
was,
crazy. I've been, so my mom saved a bunch of clippings from
Yeah.
every newspaper article that ever got written about me or whatever, and I've been scanning them in.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, he gave me a bag. She's like, I don't need this anymore. I'm like, all right. I guess the party's over.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been scanning them and I'm looking at all these, and you see the Hokus and the who was there, and it's Amy Gilliam and Iz and
Yeah, it was,
Makaha Sons
Yeah.
and Ehukai and John Cruz and all this kind of stuff. And you're like, man, that was some competition back then. Not that it's not now. I mean, it's still competitive now, but jeez, such a crazy time.
Yeah, so that's what happened. And so when Dillon wanted to record, he was talking about recording the
Yeah.
song on this album, I immediately reached out to Mike because Uncle Larry had passed already. So I reached out to him and wanted his blessing on everything. And that was about 2 years ago. And he said the only thing he wants is for Dillon to come to Molokai. And so we were able to, we went to New Zealand in November, and right before we jumped that flight, we took a day trip to Molokai.
Oh, nice.
And they took us down to Mapulehu, and Uncle Larry's wife was with us, and she could share all her manao. Because I never went to Mapulehu where the song was written. I never seen the rag and ride or anything like that. I only knew because Mike and then Kolana. So I only knew like that part of it. I wasn't like connected. I didn't touch the land or go there, anything like that. So it was an experience for Dillon and I to both go there and just like breathe it in. Like it was super emotional. We just like sat and talked, and she could share her heart from Uncle Larry's perspective as his wife. And so he already started recording, and so actually we could share and get mana'o from them so that we could incorporate that when he went back into the studio. So it was a process. It was a journey, but our heart was to get a blessing from the Helm family before recording, because I was extremely nervous about it. I was like, because when the song came out, there's a lot of mixed emotions around the song, right? Because Kolana is from Hilo and the Ohana is from Molokai, and lots of stories. And so there is a lot of, Billy V had said that was like the most intense, controversial thing that he had as a DJ. Really? That's what he had shared during the time. I mean, it was like, there was a lot, and we had just moved from Hilo to Oahu, and we were feeling all of that, and I was like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? But Kolana, he loves intense conversations. He like does really well in them. And I don't like any conflict at all. And so I didn't want Dillon to walk into, I wanted to make sure it was like, we were well, and our heart is to honor Kolana and the Ohana, the Helm Ohana. So that's what
interesting.
happened.
That is a good story.
I was at the station at the time that Molokai Slide like broke and was huge, and I think I didn't even hear about all that crazy stuff. Yeah, I mean, if it happened, it was this passing thing, and we all went, okay. And the idea now, hindsight being 2020, right? I mean, we're in 2026. People still love and talk about that song, and the fact that he went through all these steps, you guys went through all these steps to make sure everything was pono, everything was right, and that you got the blessing that you needed. I don't know how anybody can be upset. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you did way more than other people would.
Yeah.
Most people just, I like the song.
Most people would do it and then ask for forgiveness after.
Forgiveness later. And you guys went, no, we're going to do this right. And that's amazing.
I think the heart behind Dillon is to honor. I mean, our heart in everything is to honor. And so it would mean nothing if it's not honoring. And so that was, and then another way to honor, we included the kids from Ehukai.
Oh, wow.
They're on the recording. It's so good. It's so good. We can share it with you guys. It'll come out on April 3rd, but we definitely can share with you guys. And it's super awesome in terms of including all the Ehukai kids are on.
How many is that?
Well, for the Pakeles alone is 3. It's Dillon, his brother, and the sister. Yeah. And then Mark Kalawaia and Kolana were going back and forth. And so Mark's son Logan sings. And so Dillon and Logan are going back and forth.
Wow, that's cool. That's amazing.
Neat. And then Jordan, Tosh Kealoha's grandson, Jordan. But Jordan also played with Crossing Rain.
Okay. Oh, Jordan. Okay.
Yeah, Yamanaka. Jordan Yamanaka. Yeah. He's on there as well.
Wow.
Uncle Mark's son.
Yeah.
So all boys.
And Kamale.
Yeah. Got married yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan's sister also sings, but she just a time frame she couldn't make it up. But we would have loved to have her on.
Jordan's a really good singer too.
Oh yeah.
Jordan is he really added. It's so good. It's so good.
Okay, we can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
So mahalo
Mark
nui.
your calendars.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Lisa.
Switching.
All right, Dillon, we're gonna do a side quest here.
Let's do it. I love side quests.
Okay, you're a young guy.
Okay, perfect.
I've been watching a lot of videos about this. Michael Jordan or LeBron?
LeBron, sorry.
Oh no.
Interesting.
I'm going to say that because my dad was a huge LeBron fan.
Oh.
Am I gonna get into the statistical reason why? I think it's more of like an opinionated. Like my dad, I know for sure he was a huge LeBron fan to like literally his deathbed. He loved LeBron. If he could marry LeBron, he probably would. Like, he really loved LeBron James. So I'm gonna say LeBron. If we're gonna talk about rings, I mean obviously Michael has more rings, right? But if you look at every other statistical thing, he trumps him. So no disrespect, Michael's the GOAT, but I'm just saying like LeBron.
It's a trap because there's no way to.
They're two different positions.
Yeah.
Shooting guard
Two
and
different
small
players,
forward.
right?
They're two different heights. Like you can't. They're two different players.
What did you play when you played basketball?
I had to be a power forward and center in Hawaii. I'm like tall.
Yeah.
But like when I went to college, I
You're
was
a guard.
like, I'm a guard.
Yeah.
So in Hawaii, I'm not gonna go deep into this conversation. Point is that like Hawaii's basketball system doesn't really. I don't know how it is now, but back then it didn't really set you up to like go to college because we play. Your tallest person here is 6'3", 6'2".
Yeah.
When you go, to play up there, everybody's like 6'11", 6'10", and they eat, sleep, crap basketball. So it's a different caliber of basketball up there. Again, I don't know how it is now. The basketball scene could have changed locally, but definitely, it's for sure.
It was. I think that was the good thing about being short was no matter what, I was playing guard on the team. So when I went up to school, right? When I went to Gonzaga, everybody was as tall as you or taller. So I was gonna play guard. There was no way. But I also went to Indiana, where every house has a basket.
Oh, like
and
basketball.
they had the field house that was all straight up. They're playing 5-on-5. They're running full court. It's the whole thing. So, what was that level like for you? Like walking on, what does that feel like? Because Nebraska's a big, they're a big league, man. They're not.
Yeah, they're mean. I think the biggest thing that I noticed is when you play outside of Hawaii, you got to think about the altitude. That was the thing that really messed me up. Because when I went to Nebraska, their altitude, it's higher there, so you're breathing. I have asthma, so for me it was like, I never experienced like traveling to play ball, and when you travel to different places, you have to be able to like
adjust, right?
Yeah. And when the air was like, it was just really hard to breathe up there. So practice, I'd be running up and down. I'm like, like breathing hard. I'm like, man, wait, I'm in shape though, but obviously not Nebraska shape. There's just a different in shape. And
were you shooting guard or point guard?
I was up there. I was between the 1 and the 2.
Okay.
Yeah, but my structure was like 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? Because I played that my whole life. Yeah. So I think
because you're down on the block and you're waiting for the ball and you're going and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, here's the ball.
Yeah.
For me, offense.
That's something that's not really gonna happen. Like here, height wise, we're always not gonna be like crazy tall. But what I think is really important is people need to be doing leagues, like what do you call it, outside league, and doing like training with people. You know what I mean? You gotta get into that whole realm. I didn't do that when I was growing up. I should have, but I didn't. So
I don't think
any basketball players out there, young ones, you make sure you guys are off season, working, training, and work harder than anybody else. That's if you want to make it.
And basketball is a game that you can do year round, and
you can. Yeah. You just gotta work twice as hard. Coming from Hawaii. Yeah, 100%. But it's not impossible. I will never say anything's impossible.
Man, I brought that question up about the Michael LeBron thing because I've been sucked into this YouTube thing where big LeBron fans will watch Jordan highlights because they've never seen Jordan play.
Yeah.
And then their mind just gets blown and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, dude.
Wait, can we just clarify this? Also, Michael and LeBron come from two different times.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
LeBron was to play in Michael's time, it'd be a little different.
Yeah.
If Michael was to play in this time, it'd be a little different.
What do you think
So
you'll be?
it's different times.
What do you think you'll be if LeBron played in Michael's time? Because they're a lot more, obviously, physical, right?
I think
Yeah.
LeBron would.
Yeah.
I think
Remember Hack-a-Shack?
Yeah.
he can get away with what he does now because they allow it. But if LeBron was playing in that time, I think he would have adapted to playing in that time.
Yeah.
So he would have been a different player.
But he's
So
so
people can say
huge.
like, oh, he would be like, oh, flop, whatever. Like to me, I don't think he would have been able to do that. He would have been different
He's
in that time.
such a big,
He's
strong
building
guy.
a tank, so
that
he'd
I
probably be
don't-
an aggressor guy. You
Yeah.
know?
He'd be up against Dennis Rodman. He'd be up against Bill Laimbeer, and it'd be a completely different kind of
For me,
thing.
to this day, I still play pickleball. I try to play like Mondays, pick a basketball. One thing I miss about the generation before is like it was real basketball. Like past, like the Spurs. Oh, that was the last of like the good basketball in my opinion. Now everybody like shoot for Steph Curry.
Oh, right.
Changed the game, bro.
What's
Everybody
the
like
scores are like
shoot
136 to 125, and you
But
go,
for me, it's a pick and roll. It's when you watch Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, and you see them rotating. But that was beauty. And I feel like Curry and Golden State, they kind of did that for a little bit. But for me, it was more the Spurs. That was real basketball right there. It's not like that anymore.
or even the Bulls. I mean, not to bring up Michael Jordan again, but the Bulls running their triangle offense, which was something nobody had ever seen.
Yeah.
Right, and the skill it took and the thinking it took to do that type of offense is a whole nother animal.
Are
man.
you in that generation that could see Mike play, or were you?
No, he was born in
Wait.
97.
So that's probably why I'm a little biased. Like I didn't really
yeah.
get to watch Michael play.
Yeah.
If I did, then maybe I have a different. I got to watch LeBron, like LeBron from the beginning.
Yeah.
So LeBron is more my era.
There's a show called King of Collectibles on Netflix. You guys ever watch that?
Yeah, I watched that.
Not yet.
Oh,
not
it's
yet.
it's great. It's just this guy Golden. He owns one of the biggest collectible companies in the world. So it's all baseball cards and stuff. There was this one guy that on the latest season that went to his house, and he was originally a Michael Jordan fan.
Okay.
So he like would collect all kind of Michael Jordan stuff, and then when Michael Jordan retired, he's like, I need a new guy. So he switched over to LeBron, and then he just started collecting all kind of LeBron stuff. And they went down into his basement, and he had like $4 million worth of Michael Jordan cards down there.
$4
and
million?
at least they're showing like each card and the value. It's crazy.
I
And
get
I just-
a thing of cards in my garage from my dad. I might have to go check it.
And I
Maybe it
was
might
just
be
like,
$4 million.
yeah, if he's collecting LeBron stuff,
Yeah, or if that like the Jordan
Well,
stuff.
bro, we have
too.
old cards. He just would collect, so I get one whole box.
Oh
Yeah.
So I
But you
better
gotta
go check
look.
them out.
You better go look.
What is it called? Like PSA or something?
It's
You gotta
gonna,
send
it's
the
gonna
cards
fund
in
your
to-
next album. It's
Yeah,
what
I
it's
know.
gonna
Or
do.
the next, like, get my kids their house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go.
When
there
I
you
get
go.
kids,
Retire
like-
maybe.
Yeah, for the next couple
Give your
generations.
si- when the baby's born for your sister, you can just give him a card.
Here we go. Michael, thank you.
Here's your
Yeah.
here's your future. Right on. One other thing we needed to touch on because we talked about it before we started the pod was Star Wars.
Oh, Star
Okay.
Wars.
Don't mind Kyle. His eyes are gonna glaze over right now.
yeah, Kyle.
But we're gonna talk
Kyle's
about
like-
this anyway.
Let's do it.
Because we were
Let's
supposed
I'll
do
to.
try
it.
to keep up.
My
Whoa.
only thing is I cannot wait for
Mandalorian.
and Grogu.
Okay, well,
So
kid,
preview now.
so there's two things. I'll start with one. The reason why I'm a Star Wars fan is because of my father.
Of course.
The reason why is we've never missed a premiere for the movies for as long as I've been alive for the movies.
Really?
We've always went to all the premieres. It was kind of one of those things that we made sure we went to.
Except in '77 when you weren't here
Except those ones. So the ones I wasn't alive for, but the ones I was alive
So
for.
your base is more the new stuff then.
Yes, the new stuff, but like sorry. Well, Anakin, like Anakin,
Yeah.
once the 4, 5, 6 came out, like that's when when I became a fan.
Yeah, okay, you would have been around.
4
for that.
was
And
like
that's the interesting thing of having this conversation is because
because you got
for
the old guy, and you
yeah,
got the young guy.
because for your generation, 1, 2, 3, and 7, 8, 9 are amazing films and they're fantastic. And for us old guys, we go, yeah, but come on, man, like 4, 5, and 6 were it. And when the younger generation watches 4, 5, and 6, it might be different because of your dad, but when they watch 4, 5, and 6, they go, it's not bad, it's okay. And we go, what?
I give a clip for Instagram right there. This is my clip. Star Wars is for me, I think they are the most genius franchise of all time. Because I think that they intentionally did it backwards. I don't know if there's ever a podcast of them doing it, but think about it this way, okay? So the characters that are in 1, 2, 3, which is the New Hope and all those movies, right? They were able to play their older selves in 7, 8, 9, or 7 and 8 and 9 actually. Like Luke got to play himself in the movie. But think about if they recorded it in actual numerical order. They would have not been here to do those. So my thing is when 7, 8, 9 came out, I'm like, wait, did George Lucas, did he do this on purpose so that he was able to actually? Because if you think about it, there's no ways they would be like passed away if they did it in order. I wonder if Star Wars did it. So George Lucas, I don't know if you're watching this, but like this is, I like no. Did you do that
Did
on
he
purpose?
plan that?
I just like no.
Well,
I just, like, no.
he had a plan for the trilogy of or the films, the way the story would form.
Yeah.
But I think over the years it's had to morph because George kept messing with the films. Like, okay, and when I'm saying 4, 5, 6, I'm saying New Hope and Empire Strikes Back because those are technically 4, 5, 6. Yeah. He kept taking them and fiddling with them and doing stuff and changing things because he felt like the films were always this living documentation thing that he could just mess with. And he's like, well, I own it. I should be able to do that.
Yeah.
And those of us who are older go, no, man, you can't. What do you mean Han is shooting for... Wait, what? You know what I mean? Like, he actually retconned a lot of stuff that didn't make sense to those of us who have been fans for a long time.
Yeah.
So,
So 1, which is...
1 is the very first one.
77.
Is Phantom Menace.
Yes.
So, very first one.
No.
It's technically
the
4,
77
5,
one.
6,
No,
but like
what
is
In
4.
the first one that got
in
released
chronological order. In chronological order, it's 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. Okay, so 4 in 77.
yeah.
When he wrote it, you think he even thought about a universe that would go beyond that story?
I honestly, this is why I think that he was
Okay.
ahead of his time. And I think that, like, Marvel, for example, to me, I think Star Wars, like, he was the one with the big vision to, like, man, let's make this whole universe.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know?
But he also
I don't
couldn't
know if this is true or not, I'm just
He
speaking.
couldn't shoot 1, 2, 3 in the time that they were living in 77 because there's no way, bro.
But he had to have had the
and
vision.
all that stuff.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
Like,
had
the way
vision
that
for
they
it, but
connected.
I just thought he wrote it the first time. We went out, and then he went, oh, shit, this movie was good. I got to write a second one. Maybe let's start something from here.
I feel like that's how nowadays movies are made. That's
Yeah.
why I don't think movies are, like, as good as before. Okay, think about it this way. When Star Wars had 1, 2, 6, right? And then Disney took over at 7. There's a difference.
Yeah.
George Lucas Star Wars and there's Disney Star Wars. Those
Yeah.
are two different
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like
That I'll
Marvel.
agree.
Marvel back then was a whole nother thing. Now it's like Disney.
Marvel, Disney, yeah,
It's
yeah,
not, it's not the same thing. I'll say this: they came up with a couple good things, like Scarlet Witch. The Scarlet Witch. What is the show? You know what I'm
Vision, yeah.
WandaVision.
WandaVision, yeah.
At first, I watched it a couple times and I was like, I don't really like this. And then once I got, well, I don't want to ruin it for anybody that's gonna watch it. But what you have to get through the middle of this, then you're like,
and then you're hooked. Yeah,
wow, that was a great concept.
very meta.
But there's a couple things that like, wow, like Disney, pretty good. I give you guys flowers for certain things. But for the most part, Disney Star Wars and Disney Marvel is different.
Well,
Not same.
the part for me that was difficult as a fan is like 7, 8, 9. You could tell 7 was total fan service. They had to bring it back. They had to bring certain people back. They had to follow it, and the way that they did the movie was they said, okay, we remember how important 4, 5, 6 was to people, and 1, 2, 3 happened, so we have to at least go and explain that part. But I wanna do something that the fans are gonna come back to and go, that was the and it worked because fans like me, right, who'd watch 4, 5, 6 and watch 1, 2, 3 and went 1, 2, 3. I watched number 7 like 7 times, 8 times, like in theaters because it was so fantastic. 8 I watched once.
Yeah.
Because Ryan, I can't remember his last name. Ryan Johnson got a hold of it and said, you know what? Let's do something completely different and just flipped it on its head.
Yeah.
And he had the whole sandbox and went, let's fuck around and find out. And he just did whatever. And everybody went, what the hell is this? And so then 9 had to retcon all that stuff, fix all the problems, and bring it all back. And so that's why it seems very those 3 films seem very disjointed.
All I gotta say about 9
Plus, they had to Disneyfy it.
is when at the end when Rey and Kylo Ren kiss.
Oh my god!
I heard laughter in the
Yeah,
audience. And it was not supposed to be funny.
Because it wasn't earned. It was this thing.
Yeah,
that
well,
they
Star
did,
Wars, they did this thing where like everything felt like 1 through 6. Like you said, it felt earned.
Yeah.
Nowadays, people they throw money into films, and it's like, wait, like you didn't build it up for me to like the send off on things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Han shouldn't have went like that. What the heck? Like that wasn't a good way.
But that's
I
why
didn't
it's
like
fun.
that.
I think that's why it's fun to sit down and discuss with people who are of your age, because your experience of the Star Wars sort of revoir of things is different from ours, and that it's cool.
Yeah.
The ones that I have hard time with are the guys that have read the books. They watch all the TV shows. They do all that stuff. I'm like, bro, I cannot. I like you said, I'm nowhere near that deep.
I
into
enjoy it. I don't know the whole
Right,
lore.
yeah, right,
I
right.
just
People are
love,
like,
I
so
enjoy
the
it.
Millennium Falcon had the da-da-da, and you're going,
Can-
I don't know anything.
Can I
about
tell
it.
you I enjoy it enough that actually on this album we're releasing on April 3rd, there's a Star Wars track.
No way.
It's just an intro, or it's actually the outro to the album. So Imua composed the whole thing. He combined it with a piece from Star Wars with a
What?
Beethoven piece, and he combined it.
That's crazy.
What?
So it's my envision is one, I wanted there to be a Marvel and a Star Wars track to this album. The reason why is me and my dad would go to watch all these things, but I was
nice.
thinking, okay, when we do live shows, like let's include
That's
that into
cool,
the live
man.
show. So we're definitely off the air. We gotta listen to this for
Yeah,
sure.
No, we're actually ahead because I had it running for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Okay.
definitely gotta
Whoa,
check
we
those
just
out.
talked for like 10 minutes on Star Wars, you guys.
Oh no,
What?
nah, I could
What's
talk about this
wrong,
all
man?
day.
It's
I know.
good. What?
All day.
He's gonna cut that up and put that in, and people are gonna go, "Oh, Star Wars!" and they're gonna be excited.
Or I
Watch.
might get teased, but it's
Watch.
okay. It's okay.
By the way, since you're a science fiction fan,
Devin.
make sure you go watch. Oh, sorry. Because you're a Star Wars fan, science fiction fan. Make sure you go watch Hail Mary. I saw it last night.
Yeah, I
I
want
want
to
to see
Raw.
that. That's the one with the what is the actor? The
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
It is so
It's a
Good.
Netflix film.
No.
No, it's
I
it's
seen
actually
somebody
created
post
by
it.
Amazon. Amazon funded it, but it's out
Is
in
it on
theaters.
Amazon
it's a
already?
regular. No, it's a regular release.
No,
it's gonna be theatrical.
It's based on a book by Andy Weir.
So right after this, we go watch them.
you. I
Oh,
don't
you can
know if
watch
you
them
can.
again?
It actually comes out on Friday. But if I watched
you
the,
got the secret
preview
release.
yesterday, and dude, the movie is so good.
I've been hearing
Really
really
is
good
good.
things about
It's
it.
fantastic.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
a
excited.
fantastic
Okay,
show.
Ma, we go watch that. We'll
Yeah.
watch them on Friday.
There you
We'll
go.
watch 'em. We'll
There you go.
watch 'em.
Sorry. Okay. Now, all science fiction stuff, Paul. Okay. Anyway,
Okay.
back to music.
So back to music.
Okay.
The question I wanted to ask was, what was your experience like in Molokai?
Bruh, I mean, going up there, it felt heavy. You know, for me, I've never really got to experience. Mom would share about the story. Honestly, I actually didn't know about all the stories until after Dad passed. That's when I started to ask Mom, like, wait, what is this? And what is this? And why did this happen this way? And so for me, going there and getting to talk story with the family, it really just helped to connect to the song more. So every time I sing the song, I'll think about my dad. But now, every time I sing the song, I think about Molokai. I think about the family, and I think about all the history to it. There's so much more intention when you sing it. For me, whenever I sing songs, I like to sing a song that there's a connection to it, because then I can sing from a different place. So any song I sing, a lot of them are like songs my dad used to sing, whether it's a song they have actually recorded or like just cover songs he used to sing all the time. One of those songs is House in Pooh Corner. I like to sing that song because he used to sing it all the time. So anyways,
Well, Devin does that song too.
I love that song.
Thank you.
Although I got scoldings one time from one of my uncles because I didn't do the bridge. I kind of skipped the bridge, and then they're like, "Boy, your dad used to sing the bridge. You gotta learn the bridge."
But that's from Return to Pooh Corner.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's like those of us who are old
Yeah.
remember it without that bridge.
But it does complete that song, though.
It does, and I just kind of learned it a certain way, and I got comfortable, and I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
shucks, I gotta relearn that way now."
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. I forget exactly who told me that, but to the uncle that told me that, I will at some point in this life. I will.
Okay, so your album, April 3rd is
April
the
3rd.
release date.
It's actually
Okay.
my dad's birthday.
Ooh,
Oh,
It's,
all right.
it's dropping
Awesome.
on that day, and it's also the same day as our concert that we have.
What is
Yeah.
the album called?
Oh,
It's called Legacy.
great.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about the concert, by the way.
We'll talk about that and maybe touch on Kalana Bash too.
Okay. Yes. Yes. So we have a concert called Kalana Bash. We've been doing it this is our 4th year. We've been doing it for the past 3 years in Big Island. We've been doing it at the Crown
makes
Room
sense.
for the past 3 years. And this is the first year that we're planning on taking it island wide. So we're going to have it April 3rd. We'll be here on Oahu. It'll be in the Kapolei homestead where we live. There's a field over there we're going to have it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I've seen that field.
Yeah. So right behind Long's, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I always say Chick-fil-A. Oh, Chick-fil-A. So right behind Chick-fil-A, get the field right over there.
Yeah.
Right in the back. Gonna be over there. And then May 25th is where we're gonna do the Big Island concert. And then June 21st, Father's Day, we might do it on Kauai. We didn't confirm it yet.
Okay.
And then Maui might be in July. So
What's
every
the
month.
lineup?
So this one we're gonna have for Oahu on April 3rd is going to be BET, Sons of Yeshua, High Risk Factor, Sudden Rush, Kaylana. I'm trying to think. Oh, Rich and Frank.
Oh,
And
my
Hawaiian
man.
Time. Yeah, got it. Yeah. let's
Yeah.
go. I don't know the
That
order.
is a huge
Yes.
lineup, man.
Yes, yeah. It's going to be fun. April 3rd. So if you're hearing about this now,
How
please.
can they get their tickets? How can they?
I will have the link in my bio on my page, Dillon Pakele, DILON PAKELE.
Okay, we'll send it out to you. Yeah, man. I don't know if there's anybody who works harder than Richard.
Oh, he's one of my favorite singers.
He's so good.
He actually really reminds me of my dad. They sing in very similar.
Yeah, I can see that.
When even how they look very similar.
Yeah.
But like
yeah.
the way that Uncle Rich is he really like.
Oh, that stung a little bit. Because you gotta understand,
you call him Uncle
I'm
John,
Uncle
too.
John to Uncle Rich. So what does that make me? What does that make me?
Yeah, dude. Sorry,
Oh,
man.
man.
This is where we're going with it.
Welcome to the club, bro.
Yeah, I get Uncle too, you know.
What?
Bunch of the kids
You
call
do,
me
yeah.
Uncle.
Nah,
I'm
it's
like,
only because you're old soul, bro. It's only because you're old soul and you tall.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Yeah, you know, it's shame, you know, when one kid taller than you call me uncle. Taller than me, call me uncle.
Especially when they lean down and they pat you on the head. Oh, Uncle, it's okay. It'll be all
Need
right.
help getting in your car.
You'd have me help to carry that. It's okay.
No, Uncle Rich he's a beautiful man.
Yeah, he's good.
Dylan, one other thing I wanted to ask you about too, and again, pulling it back to your dad, how do you manage that legacy that you have? I mean, the album is called Legacy, obviously, but you guys have set up, so you and your mom, I mean, your whole family, you guys have set up so much stuff to carry on his legacy, to make sure that people never forget who he was and what he brought to the Hawaiian scene. Like, how do you manage that, man? That just sounds like a gigantic thing to have to carry.
First and foremost, none of it is possible without God. Honestly, at the end of the day, the way that things come together, there's no other possible way. Like, it's just me and my mom and then my family. But the things that have happened, like to me, everything that has happened from 2020 May, and he passed on the 25th, up until this point, definitely God, but also all the people that have just come together to help us. To this day, like almost 6 years later, get people like, you know what, boy, your father did this for me, so I'll go help you with this.
Wow.
Even Imo, like the person recording this, Imo Garza, he helped us to record. I think the first celebration of life was in Waianae during COVID. Long story short, he was there and he was like, you know, when you're ready to record, let me know.
Wow.
And if it wasn't for him saying that, I don't know if it would have happened, because I wouldn't have known, you know. But Imo, like he said that, right? And that's just like one extension of many people coming together. And,
Is
and
he
really
Uncle
helping
Imua?
us. You know,
He
I
called him
don't.
Imo, not Uncle Imo.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So all right.
That is true. I didn't. call him
You know what?
Uncle.
Start calling him Uncle Two then already.
yeah. That make me feel a little better.
Wait.
Make John feel a little better.
Okay, we'll go. Uncle Imo.
I'd say it exactly like that.
Try bust that out, and next time you see him, see what happens.
I think I'm so impressed by how much you've grown his legacy and how much it continues to push you to be a better musician, to be a person that's making a positive influence, and that's a trip, man.
Yeah.
Because I mean, as people who are contemporaries of your dad, like knowing your dad, introducing your dad on stage, talking story with him and stuff, the idea that it would go from that to this, where, hey, by the way, we're gonna do a series of concerts, in honor of my dad.
You
and
can
all
have two
these
guys that
items.
grew up with his music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
3.
real. Yeah, well, yeah, you too, but you're
Yeah.
younger.
I am younger.
I feel like my dad.
Uncle Kyle.
One of my dad. I think the most important thing for me, what the drive is, what is the core to everything, like more important than even being on the stage, off the stage. My dad, he was a solid person, and he loved unconditionally, no matter who you were. Status wasn't a thing. It was, hey, what's up, brother? How's it, sis? No matter what. And for me, when he passed, that was something that like I missed. Like, it became very evident that the rest of the world wasn't exactly like that. And I missed that, the authenticity. And even though me and my dad used to bump heads, as soon as he passed, I was like, oh, frick. Wait, there's nobody in the world like this guy. You know? And for me, I think ultimately, everything that we're doing as a family with my mom and my siblings and the community that has helped us, it's really just to keep that love going. You know? And everything that we're doing, it's to make sure that that love keeps flourishing and it gets poured into other people. That's what you'd want. It's not about the music, it's about the love that it inspires to bring into people. That's what it's about. Whether it's the Kalana Bash, the concert series, whether it's through my music. We also have this thing called, it's a nonprofit that we just started. It's called the Kalana Project. That's one thing as well. We're going to do Kalana Studios. We're going to do a whole bunch of different things. And so all of it is they're just platforms to be able to share his love through it. And at the end of the day, that's what's important to us.
We'll grab your guitar.
Yeah.
You can talk about that a little bit. And then, Dev, can you grab me that guitar?
Yep.
Yeah, this is a very special guitar.
That thing is cool.
Brother Sam, Hamiota Art, Yudaman. This is the same guy that did Iom Tangi's guitar, Stan Walker's guitar, Joshua Tofi's bass, Kaloe Kai, Roman, his guitar. It's the same guy that did this guitar. And it really just tells this guitar was the first guitar that my dad had. There's a little scratch over here. My dad was mainly he was an ukulele player when he played with Ehu Kai. And then when he came to Oahu, he learned he learned guitar here. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first guitar he owned.
Wow.
One of the first. Yeah, okay. So, long story short, when my dad passed away, which was May 25th, 2020, for Christmas that year in 2020, my mom surprised us with this guitar. And we sat there Christmas morning and we're looking at this, crying, you know what I mean? Like, oh, what the heck? And she found this dad's old guitar that he kind of threw on the side. He's a big Takamine fan, so he's a Takamine.
Yeah,
He loved
Takamine.
That was his favorite brand.
By the way, I didn't realize this till just now. This pearl inlay, he put that in there. That wasn't
That's
part of
my
the...
mother's birthstone.
Oh, yeah.
It's a part of the
A
story.
lot of story in there.
So
Yes,
it's not just...
lots of
At
story.
first, I thought he just kind of carved into the wood to make the patterns, but he put pearl inlay in there, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a whole story, which maybe we can segue my mother back into there to explain, because she knows the whole story. But for me, this guitar, it was sitting in the garage, and Mom found it, and she ended up taking it to Sam, Hamiota Art, and he etched the whole thing, and it has the whole story.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's amazing.
I would. You want to? Okay, she doesn't want to explain it. It's okay.
Well,
You can tell us what you know.
I was going to say...
There's just a lot of history behind it.
Your mom can correct you. She's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just yell them out, Lisa. It's
Well, I'll just say that in general, this whole thing is my dad's mokuaha. It has all these different things play a different part in his story. One of my favorite things is these represent the hokus. So Dad won 2 hokus with Ehu Kai, and then he won 1, 2, 3, 7 with Mana'o.
Wow.
And so these that's about that. And then there's bumps on this guitar that represent my mom and dad's marriage. There's 23 bumps on here, and it has an infinity sign because it goes forever.
Wow.
Right? And then it actually wraps around the whole guitar. It goes like
Whoa.
this. Says
Yeah.
Pakele on the back. On the side, it has a verse, was my dad's favorite scripture, which is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. And then it's sunset and sunrise, sunset.
Can you read the proverb?
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let me just turn it around real quick. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 is, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding, and in all the ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct my path. Yeah,
Wow.
that is Proverbs 3, 5, 6.
pretty much how he did it.
Well, we'll play us something and we'll go out with that. I'll I'll try to get as good. We're a podcast here, so it's not like I got good hookups here. But
No worries.
um,
Maybe should we, since we talked about Molokai, should we play it? Or?
Yeah, I'd love to hear that.
Should we play like the whole song?
Now, is this the guitar that you gig with, or is this?
Yes, I will. At one point, I want to retire it so that, like, because the etching was more expensive than the guitar itself.
yeah.
So I get scared traveling with it sometimes.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even. I took this to Canada. I was pretty scared because like at one point they were like trying to make me gate check it, and I was like, I am not gate checking this, bro. I'm sorry.
Way.
I'm taking it on the
My
plane.
mother will kill me.
Bruh, yeah. No, so anyways, yeah, maybe okay.
sure.
Sing the whole song or part of it, or
Yeah, do it.
Okay. And this is the end of the podcast.
This is it.
Okay.
Yeah. So everybody, we'll see you next week.
Thank you guys for having me here. I really appreciate
Thank you
it.
for sharing your story. Yeah.
Don't forget,
Congratulations.
the album comes out April 3rd.
April 3rd,
Uh,
Kalana Bash, April 3rd,
Yes.
Big Island, May 25th. And,
Congratulations to your sister for getting married.
Yep.
shout out to my sister.
Thank you to mom for everything that she does for his legacy, for her kids.
We couldn't do it without Mama Lisa.
Yeah.
Mama's she's a real secret to all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how she does it.
Yeah, I don't know too.
Like 3 kids, but I don't know.
I'm a
man.
lot to deal with alone. She get 4. So,
I know.
you know what I mean?
Oh, 4. Sorry. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, we'll leave it this one on. Shout this one out to Dad. Love you, Dad, forever. Song called Molokai Slide. Goes like this. And to all the people of Molokai. Yeah. To the Helm family. Let's go. The sand spreading out to the sea. I like the tropical morning and the lazy palm trees. I like to listen to my heart. There's no place I'd rather be. I like the people, I like the way they smile, I like the feeling of your honest paradise. I like the cool island gecko, man. This is where I wanna be.
Hey, you guys gotta sing along. Come on, okay?
So take me back, back to the God. Take me back, no, back to the God. All over Mobed and Molokai, I will return. So take me back, back to the God. Take me back, no, back to the God. All over Mobed and Molokai, I will return. Second verse. I like the gecko singing in the night. I like to do the dance they talk to the Molokai Isla. When the sun comes up shining, always more better than kind. I like to hula, I think it's really good. Women that don't understand the words, but in time I think I could if I just had the time. Oh, if I just had the time. To the bridge. I said, won't you come along? We'll have a luau by the sea. We'll cook a little bit, and all the coconuts are free. What you see is what you get. It's just a little grass shack, and I know you're gonna like it. And I hope you come back. Oh yeah, I like the fishes swimming around in the sea. Me like to up on the grill and cook them up for me. In a big pan of butter, man, they can't get better than this. No, no, no. Me like the chicken, way up on the grill. Man, it has to eat some raw fish and need upon this pillow. Ah, yeah, it's just a luau down by the sea. Sing along, let's go. Yeah, yeah. So take me back, say, back to the guy. Take me back, oh, back to the guy. All over Mobed and Molokai, I will return. So now be kind, take me back, walk back to the guy. Take me back, oh, walk back to the guy. All over Mobed and Molokai, I will return. Change the chords to the B flat. Say, all over Mobed, I will return. all over, more better. I will return. Oh yeah, all over, more better. I will return. Ooh. All over, more better. Yeah. Ooh. All right. Looking out of this. The Molokai slide. Yes, sir. Shout out to that. Dillon Pakele forever. Love you guys. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Man, I can really hear that R&B influence in that.
Yeah.